Greetings and welcome to another thrilling episode of the Planetary Persuader. I am KozMcKev, your host, and this is for the episode for the week beginning the weekend, Friday, the 17th of January, 2020. 2020, I gotta get used to saying that. Okay, so looking at the sky today, we'd see the moon in the constellation of Libra. And that would go for both the sidereal zodiac, which is what I was referring to when I say constellation, and Libra for the sign of that. And the lunar mansion, or part of Libra that the moon is in, at least early this morning, is the lunar mansion or nakshatra known as Shitra. So what about Shitra? Well, Shitra is a celestial architect, Vashtar, that rules that planet, and Shitra is ruled by Mars. So there's kind of this activated feeling, and we're having a lot of changes this week, and it's being strong in a fight. And I imagine there's going to be all kinds of crazy demonstrations out there and stuff, and I get it. It's hard to know about anything anymore. And it's just sadness. Too much of that. But we're going to make some joy today. Today is the time for joy. Now, Shitra is also consistency, persistence. Mahatma Gandhi, I believe, had Mars in Shitra. It's made him very strong, very hard to defeat. Shitra is also the pearl. That's one of the symbols for Shitra. And so the pearl goes through agitation from the sand and the ocean, and it becomes out this shiny, beautiful jewel. So that's the symbol there of Shitra. And Shitra people, if you have a moon there, a rising sign, you tend to be kind of into art and beautiful clothing, different colors and arrangements, and so it's a lot of fun. Now, in Western astrology today, we've got ourselves a moon in Libra, but it's going to go into Scorpio based on the seasonal tropical zodiac at 10:20 a.m. And it's not going to see Sagittarius till Sunday the 19th at 2:41 p.m. So let's say it, folks. For you Scorpios, this weekend was meant for you. The weekend was made for Scorpio. Just I feel like a lounge singer right now. Oh, you Scorpio, the weekend was made for you. And that's till 2:41 p.m. So sign by sign, we're going to go through this, and beginning with you, Aries. So greetings, Aries. Welcome to your horoscope. So we talk about a little dance of Mars. So Mars is in constellation of Scorpio, but the actual the tropical sign of Sagittarius. If you look out in Scorpio, that's where you're going to find Mars. And they say this actually makes Mars function well. That part of the sky makes Mars function well. So depending on your relationship with Mars, Aries, I'd imagine if you're a sidereal Aries, like somebody born on like the 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, you will be functioning highly well. Okay, about the rest of you. Yeah, you're functioning good too. There's a lot of good fortune with Mars and Sagittarius in the tropical zodiac, so that's your ninth house. This is bringing massive amounts of seeking higher wisdom, sacred sites to go visit maybe, or just interesting educational kind of vacationing, helping other people, looking at ways to better yourselves and better other people. All that stuff's going to benefit you this time. Okay. So, greetings, Taurus, and welcome to your horoscope. So, Capricorn for Taurus rules ninth house, and that's a bunch of wisdom and stuff like that. Now, Venus is now in Pisces in the Western zodiac, so that's the 11th house. So this is like socialized time. Meet people, find friends in high places. Friends that actually can help up your game. Those are the kind of friends you want. Especially in the world of gardening, construction, art, music, matchmakers. That would be a Venus in the 11th house thing. I could see it would be really good. Is become a good matchmaker. And then there's sometimes there's money and gifts here too. So we love our money and we love our gifts. God. Oh boy. But most of this planetary stellium in the ninth house, for Capricorn, it's like a higher way to go. Going the extra mile, going to a good place, taking it to a good place. That's for Taurus. That's what's going on in learning and adventure. Oh yes, I said adventure. Okay. Greetings, Gemini. Welcome to your horoscope. So, no. There's two sides of them. I said it. Yes. Ruled by Mercury. What do we got going on in the Mercury world? Well, last I checked, it seems like, Mercury's been in Capricorn, but it went into Aquarius like yesterday. So, chalk that up. So Mercury's now in your ninth house. What's that mean? It means you become a good student that's able to become the good teacher. This means you learn the higher stuff, the deeper stuff, the realms. You're more attracted to foreign travel. You're attracted to meeting people in other places. So that can up your game in some way. All right. The other thing, all the planets in Capricorn is 8th house stuff. There's a lot of transformation. There's a lot of other people's power. All that's going to shift. And I think who's going to benefit from it is, since you're the first air sign on the trip, it's going to be you, because Sun's going into Aquarius on the 20th at 6:55 a.m. So basically, when we get up in the morning, Monday morning, it's just this whole new trip. This whole Aquarius thing, which is, in your case, it's a lot better than Capricorn was to you. You're not. There's going to be some reward. There's going to be some good fortune. There's going to be some adventure. There's going to be some higher learning. That's going to bring things up. It's going to bring things forward in a good way in your life. So, yeah, we look forward to that. Yay! All right. Greetings, Cancer. Welcome to your horoscope. Now, we've got this North Node thing. It's been there forever. And, pretty soon it's going to go into Gemini. But in the meantime, what do you want so badly you'd be willing to do anything to get it? And are you doing that? Sometimes we want things badly. Love affairs, houses, cars, latest electronic technology, things, political power. Oh my goodness. Fame and fortune. What do we do to get these things? What would we do to be different? All kinds of stuff. I would say. North Node Rahu rules all kinds of disguises. So the thing I would be asking myself, Cancer, is like, who am I disguising myself to be? And who am I really? And can I be okay with that without feeling extremely vulnerable? Ooh, yeah. And, it's been a lot about romance and love and things like that. And you should be somewhat lucky in love right now, because of Venus moving in your ninth house. But, the moon starts out pretty cool in Scorpio this weekend. It's actually going to be a happy, woohoo, good time for Cancer. And we'll just keep it like that. Of course, now, one of the things framing this whole week is that, on the 20... on next Friday, this coming Friday, the 24th, at 1:42 p.m. in the afternoon, there's going to be a big old new moon. And that's going to change everything. All right. So, here we go. Greetings, Leo. Welcome to your horoscope. I mean, thinking about this new moon, okay, so there's this new moon, it's in your 7th house of relationships. So I could see Leos who maybe have been through a dry period or able to initiate and embark on a relationship at this time. Yeah. It's a special gift. Yeah, it's something to be able to do that. That's pretty much all I'm going to say. And hopefully all is well in your world. Good communication never stops. And this should be a time you're communicating better with your partner because you've got Mercury in the 7th house. So you're aware that, hey, everything, communication's a foundation. Got a new moon coming up. We got Venus in the 8th house. So maybe your feelings about love and whatever have gotten a lot more intense. Might feel like another person has a power and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I'm back to my old patterns. Yeah, I mean, I think practicing self-forgiveness is probably the best thing you can do right now. Also, keep on working on your health issues. I know they've been tough. And I know things are going to get better. All right. So, here we go. Greetings, Virgo. Welcome to your horoscope. Over here in Virgo land, what we got going on is, well, Mercury's in our 6th house, transiting our 6th house. So Mercury in the 6th house is a good place, because it makes Mercury issues stronger. And what are those Mercury issues? Well, how to get the money, and it's sort of like 6th house is sort of it's a Destana house. It's a hard work house. It's a house that you have to earn your keep, so to speak. But it's also, it could be health issues, trying to get healthier. Really looking at your health, really looking at what motivates good health, what kind of diet, what kind of sleeping habits, eating habits, exercise habits. All of these things are going to contribute. Meditation, mental state, creativity, love relationships, all these things are going to affect your health. And so that's worth looking into. And so like this weekend seems like it's fun. It's like, oh, I'm with my siblings or my old friends, my old homies. We're kind of getting down with the neighbors kind of thing. That's how the weekend starts out. Might be feeling a little more introspect beginning of the week. And, from there, everything just kind of tapers off, in some amount of ease afterwards. So, there is some sense of ease is coming to you. And that's a good thing to know. But you're going to have to be more organized now that the sun's moving into Aquarius. Time to get organized. Time to be best you can be at work. Try and do little things to make yourself more efficient. Just small, steady growth is super positive. Well, hello, Libra, and welcome to your horoscope. So, Venus in Pisces, don't let anybody kid you out there. Love is work, it really is. There are people who have a really nice natural flow and they don't seem to get angry or bored. But let me tell you, a lot of times one party can keep their dissatisfaction in secret just to enjoy what they have while they have it. And then, seek a dissolvement or something else if they needed to do that. There's all kinds of scenarios that happen. If you're in one of those deliciously satisfying love relationships, I'm so happy for you. May all have it as well, but we all know that that's not usually how it goes for everybody. Wouldn't be any cool movies or stories if it did. Everything would be just so boring. And they lived happily ever after. So, for you, Libra, the deal is allow yourself to be vulnerable. You've been in your heart. Now it's time to just kind of give back. Service is one of the nicest ways to attract love. It's just by serving others. You meet other people, sometimes volunteering, that are volunteering. They have good hearts. Good hearts is a great place to start a relationship. Okay. Well, hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your horoscope. So, in Scorpio land, It's a nice weekend. Um, Aquarius Sun kind of puts you in a more introspect place because that's shifting this week. And Mars and Sagittarius, it's like you're working on making money. You're working on your finances. You're working on getting your game back at and getting out of the debt. I mean, the main thing is don't speak too harshly or impulsively because that's really easy to do when Mars is transiting your second house. Okay. And just trying to keep peace with family members, if there is that type of thing, that's also related to Mars in the second house. Selling weapons, it's a great idea. Selling weapons to people that aren't going to shoot you. Oh my gosh, sorry to bother you. Great movie on this subject. And so many others. Oh man. Um, yeah, I would say just humbly do the best you can. Honor your mother during this month. St. Bridget's Day is coming up on 2nd of February, and just kind of honor the feminine will help you navigate this thing. Okay, here we are now. Greetings, Sagittarius. Welcome to your horoscope. Yeah. Well, I know. Um, Sometimes things get really stormy. I mean, that's just part of life. It's part of this time of year, too, I suppose. And we're looking at this weekend as kind of like a better weekend for you to maybe just lay low. Aquarius time is kind of fun. It's good for keeping a journal. It's good for making new friends, hanging out in the neighborhood, working with your hands. So that's some of the stuff that's up on tap. Jupiter and Capricorn. Ay, ay, ay. You're making money, It's like things should be coming in. You should be expanding. I mean, the worst thing is sometimes people expand their debt. And then you'll spend the retrograde period paying it back. It's like, this spring. So, I mean, there's some of that going on. Maybe investing in dental work that was needed. That's not a bad idea either. Or you need a new pair of glasses or something like that. That all is going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. Make new friends. Hang out with the neighbors. Keep a journal. Do some artwork. Work with your hands. And, Moon's going to be in Sag late Sunday afternoon through, Monday to most of Tuesday. You'll be feeling it. You'll be feeling it in a good way. All right. Oh, hey, hi there. Greetings, Capricorn. Welcome to your horoscope zone. So many planets, so little time. I mean, you've faced some real challenges. I mean, that would be the first thing I'd say is and the challenges have been big time. And remaining calm in it, and not moving too hastily. One thing Saturn's really cool with is being slow. Saturn kind of moves sluggishly. It's like this 29-year cycle planet, and it's just like, And I always think of like Saturn was like if you're going up over a mountain pass and you have to go by foot and you got a wheelbarrow full of like heavy cement or heavy bags of rocks or something. It's like, I'm doing it. I'm going to make it somehow. I got to take a rest. Okay, let's try it again. Let's go a little further. Okay. Oh, shoot, the rocks came out of the wheelbarrow. I got to pick them up again. Put them in. Okay, I'm doing that. All right, I've got it this time. We're going to go. And then you just kind of keep going forward a little bit, rest a little, forward a little, rest a little, forward a little. And eventually you make it up the mountain with all that stuff. But it's just like, wow. Or you realize that going up the mountain is the issue. It's not bringing the stuff there. It's like at some point you get rid of all the stuff in the wheelbarrow. And suddenly it's like, oh my gosh, I don't even need the wheelbarrow. I'm walking up here. I'm feeling great. I've learned my lesson. I don't need all that stuff. So it's like the metaphor. And you got a lot of vision. and people are attracted to you. So there's like good fortune coming, even if you've been going through some amazingly challenging things. Good stuff is about to come down, and you're going to be a part of that good that you want to see. And finances could start improving. Yes, very shortly. I see that. Okay. Greetings, Aquarius, and welcome to your horoscope. Yeah, I know. Okay, so we have this whole phenomenon of Mercury. You're a thinking kind of sign. People like you because you're brainy, you're witty, and you know how to make fun of the absurdity of it all. That is it. There is an element of socially accepted absurdity that people participate in, and oftentimes a great deal of passion, like almost like a psychopathic amount of passion towards ridiculous things, And I think even sports, politics, fanatical sides of religion, all of these can get thrown into that category. It's just a ridiculous obsession, and well, anyhow. And then there's the things that you're into. Really into. There's those obsessions too. Okay, and now we're seeing like paying attention to your spiritual life. This is a week where things get renewed for you. This is a week where things really change. At the end of the week, by the 24th, next Friday, this is going to be a whole new plate. It's like somebody took the Etch-a-Sketch, the proverbial Etch-a-Sketch, and they shook it up, and they took it away. Now, Moon's going to be in your first house. That's Shravana. Shravana Nakshatra is about intelligence. It's about institutions, memory, poetry, rhythm, and rhyme. If I tell it to you this way, do you think it's a crime? I will tell you right now, whether you're jewels or grime, everybody still has to wipe their own behind, mostly, unless they got one of those water-cooled jet things, Those are just fantastic, I hear. Yeah. Some of us are scared to try them. It's just a lot of bad jokes I heard when I was in junior high. Anyhow, Aquarius, you'll be moving forward, with good old Saturn. Saturn's going to come into your first house at some point this year. And so that's going to be big. So it's like long-term goals, working on real limits, things that are not joke. This is like an epic beginning of an epic 3 years of your life is what I'm thinking. Okay, so greetings Pisces, and welcome to your horoscope. So, we've got Jupiter. We got Jupiter in your 11th house. This is helpful friends. And this is also you applying the wisdom of the guru. This is a place where you can make money too. So, you've ascended to a lot of leadership in the last couple of years, and now some of it there's like a payoff. You're in company with good people, and they want to support you. That's like the overall theme. I just want to bring it to that level first. Other things affecting you right now. Well, the moon's going to be in Scorpio. That's a nice moon for you. It's 9th house. You might be getting out for the weekend. You may be looking forward to some other kind of experience that feels good, feels comfortable for you. Takes it to that other level, and if you have children, they're going to be the focus, and lovers could be part of the focus, your art projects could be part of the focus. We have a new moon, and I think it's just kind of like we're in that time, Pisces, where we're headed towards that period of losses and just kind of needing to introspect and be in spiritual communion before we start our new solar year, which doesn't happen until like the 19th of February or 18th or something like that. But you've been good company. And I want to do this again with you. If you enjoyed it, I enjoyed it. Will you hit the button and ring the bell and subscribe? Also, will you share this to your friend on one of your favorite social media pages and forums? That would be so sweet of you. And I love your comments. I like hearing what you have to say. Let's bring it on, 2020, in a good way. KozMcKev, Planetary Persuader. I'll be here with you next week. I'm out.